Tonight on the Roadhouse, this is the second alcohol and gas video I'm doing tonight. And this is not going to be good by the time this is done. I may end up doing three. I've got a 79 Ford over there I haven't told you about in a while. I may end up working on it. I may end up doing a video on it for you all tonight. Let's see how this thing goes. Let's get this thing started.
Roadhouse is sponsored by Finley River Towing and Speedy's Industrial Coatings in Ozark, Missouri. Speedy's does all your media blasting and powder coating. Big or small, they do it all. Finley River Towing takes care of all your high-end to low-end towing needs. Call Finley River Towing if you're in the Ozark or Branson area. Tell them the Roadhouse sent you.
It's been a very long time since I've done a video on the 69 Chevelle. I did a video on it when I was pulling it out of the weeds, and I'm not sure if I've done a video on it since. My good buddy RC told me I needed to get it off his property. I think I've owned it for about 11 years, and it's always been down there. So my mistake. Sorry, RC. Next thing is you see a 68 Chevelle right behind me. The reason I bought the 68 is once I got the 69, which is right here, to the house, I started looking at it, started messing with the firewall, started prepping the firewall, and found out that the front frame is bent. Now this car used to be a dirt track car way back in the day, and I'm guessing maybe the reason they stopped using it was because they bent the frame. Well, as in the video, and as I'll show you before, I think I took a picture of it before. That wheel is about, I don't know, 3 inches at least. Maybe 2.5, 3, 4 inches, I don't know. Further back than it should be. So, that's not good. The reason why I'm not centered in the photo is so you can see both cars I'm talking about, which I'm sure you already know. Probably alcohol talking. So in these videos, alcohol and gas, all I do is I tell you where the car's at and where I'm going with it. I don't sit there and show you how to do brakes or anything like that. And for some of you that are following a lot of my cars and wondering, hey, where are you at on that? I haven't seen a video in a while. This is what alcohol and gas is for. So alcohol and gas, 68 and 69 Chevelle. So what am I planning on doing now that I found out that this car has a bent frame? Well, I'm going to spend a lot of time, and I'm going to get like the 8 bolts that connect this car to the frame. I'm going to pick up this car off of this frame, do the same for the 68, because I bought the 68 thinking that it was all good, and it wasn't. A lot of issues with that car, more issues with that car than with this car. But on the outside of the 68, I'll take you around the car here in a little bit, it looks a lot better than this 69 does. But I'll tell you what, the inner workings of it, besides the frame is really nice, but besides the frame, that car's shot. I bought it sight unseen, and okay, I got it, and I think I can make the $400 work out of it. So there's that. It does have a 327 in it. I had my buddy Alan over here today. He was talking to me about after his crunch, his 42 world record, 42 cars he crunched over. I don't edit these videos very much either, because they're just talking about where the car's going, so I don't edit these things, so I kind of mess them up a little bit. My buddy Alan, he set a world record for driving his monster truck over 42 cars. I did a video on it. You got to check that thing out. He set a world record. So he was over here today, and we went over these little cars here, and he thinks I should, spend some money and get that car lifted off the frame professionally and stuff. Well, I'll probably be sitting out here using a lot of labor of my own and a lot of pallets and some big 4x4s that go underneath the car, and he's done it before and told me I shouldn't do it. I'll probably do it, and I'll probably regret it later. I'll probably be talking to you about it in an alcohol and gas video where I just totally jack this thing up. Listen to your friends probably is what I'm going to tell you, but I'm not going to tell you that now because I'm going to save some money. So next, the 68. What I'm planning for on this 69 car is I want to make a SCCA car out of it where I run around cone killing car. And I want to have fun with it. I want to have, it's not going to be a picture perfect car for a long time. I want to put this car together, paint it all one color, and I'm probably going to LS it, but I don't know for sure on that yet. But I want to run this car around cones and see how well I can do with this thing. And then I'm going to get pretty fancy with the suspension and stuff. I've been talking with some sponsors. I don't know if they're going to help me out on it yet or not, but we'll see how it goes. And but I'm going to use that. Umi is one of the people I've been talking to, but haven't heard back from them, so I'm not sure if they're going to do anything for me or not. I'm just a little guy doing alcohol and gas video here. So anyway, if you need a hood, I probably got a pretty good hood back there on that 68. I've got an SS hood on this 69 that I'll probably use. I've been gathering parts for this car for a long time because I've owned it for a long time. I just haven't gone and got it. So now that I have it here at the house, I'm going to go ahead and start working on it. My next step as far as getting parts for it, which I love junkyard visits. I have an awesome junkyard that I go to. It's about 70 miles from the house, and I love spending the day there. Anyway, I've got to get the internals for the doors. I don't have the internals, so I can put windows in it and roll up the glass and all that type of stuff. I think on this 69, that's all I'm missing is the 2 glass. I think I got 1 glass inside, but I don't have the internals for the doors. So I got to get those. So I want to seal up the car to where it doesn't get any more damage than it already has. Now, as far as the front, I went ahead and got a radiator. I went ahead and got a new radiator support for the car. These are very hard to find if you guys have been looking because of the the beer flu. Beer flu has shot up the prices of these almost double. I found one place online about 4 or 5 months ago that had these things at the same price as before, and I ordered it right away. And I was really happy when I got it, like a week later. Fenders aren't the greatest. This door has a little bit of damage up front here. As far as holes in the floor, somebody put a 4-speed on the floor on this car. This car was originally a 6-cylinder. It was a 6-cylinder with a 3-speed on the column. It's got a few spots on the floor. It's not terribly bad. Few dings here and there from being tracked. Needs a new tail panel, and needs a new trunk lid. I think I've got one on my 68 over here. That's not terrible. 68. This car looks really good, besides this door. It looks like it slid into something terrible. That was the end of its life. But other than that, it's not a bad car. But rust has got away with it some. Back window, a lot of spots in the floor. The floor looks kind of like Swiss cheese, I think. Yeah, there. Nothing that can't be replaced. It's got good pillars. The dash system looks all right. The reason why I'm not going to probably use this car, I don't know if you can see it, but right there in the middle of that glass, where the body kind of connects to the floor, it's all rusted out there, and I kind of don't want to deal with that part. But I am going to have my buddy at Shaker Racing. I am going to have him look at it one more time. It's got a 327 motor still in it. It's probably the original. the original V8 car, and this is kind of a rare color. It's one of the dark greens. A buddy of mine who lives on Route 66, he told me that this car is a rare color. So anyway, 68. This door looks perfect on the outside. When you open up the inside, just down at the very bottom in the front, the whole bottom out is rusted on it. If you're having one with me, I'm doing really good. This 4 fingers is now down to about maybe 2. Dealing with some of this rust on these cars, might need more. Okay. I'll switch the view to the back of the 68. Like I said, this car did not look bad whatsoever at all, and I thought I was going to be able to use it to do the racing, the SCCA type racing that I wanted to do on the car without doing much to it. But then when I found out how much rust was actually in the body itself, you know, I probably don't want to use this whatsoever. I do love the vent windows in a 68 though. Man, that's sexy stuff. Real sexy stuff. I love the 69. 69 is the first Chevelle I've ever fell in love with. I've had a couple of them. Love the car. Sold a couple of them. Regret selling one of them extremely bad. I painted it a Corvette Grand Sport blue. Man, beautiful car. White stripes. Even though 69s didn't have stripes whatsoever at all, except for on the sides of the car, not on the trunk like the 70s did, trunk and hood. Yeah. Probably won't do that again. On the 69 car, you know, I'm not going to take it back to original, but I also have this thing now that I'm getting older where I don't want to take it too far from what the 69 actually was. It had stripes on the side for an SS, and it had no stripes on the hood like everybody else does on Earth. But anyway, the car is not a real SS. By the way, I think I told you it was a 6-cylinder, 3-speed car. So I don't have anything to worry about as far as originality goes on this thing. So I'm going to do with what I want. I'm not sure what I'm going to do to it. It's going to be all custom. I really doubt that it has any SS emblems or any of that type of stuff. This car right here, I really hate to not do anything with it because it can be fixed. It's just not what I want to deal with. And a lot of people think the cars I normally deal with, this is called the Road Hard Roadhouse for Pete's sakes. I deal with cars that have been rode hard. And I don't think I want to deal with this car. Somebody else can. I'll probably be selling what's left of it if you want to contact me down in the comments. What do you think I should be doing on these cars? Do you think I should be what order do you think I should be going on the cars? Suspension, motor, body, suspension, motor, body, suspension, motor, suspension, motor, body. I don't know. I may be going in that type of order: suspension, motor, body. I might, that way I can get it on the down quicker. I might drive the 69 with all the parts on it without doing a lot of the body work. That way at least I can have fun with it before I get crazy and do all the body work and be afraid to do anything with it. I will tell you this, a lot of projects, a lot of the cars I see at car shows, I love seeing them in the work in progress. Why? Because if you put something on top of the car when it's in the garage, it's okay. You have a $8,000, $10,000 paint job on that car. If you put something on top of that car, people are going to lose their minds. I know I would. Thank you all for watching, liking, subscribe down below. Let me know what you think about these cars. And this is an alcohol and gas video. Hope you all had a good one. Thank you all for watching. And as always, if you ride her hard, don't put her away wet.